Good evening. Tonight, communities in Gila County are clearing debris and assessing the damage caused by devastating flooding over the weekend.
Today, officials updated the community on how many people died and who may still be missing.
12 News journalist Sean Rice is live outside of Globe City Hall with what he's learned. Sean.
Yeah, Mark Karibe, good evening to you both. Today, officials in a press conference described the type of flooding that hit these communities here in Gila County as a 100-year event, a kind of storm that they have never seen in these communities. It was the type of rainfall and then flooding that hit the community hard and fast, and it really only left business owners and homeowners alike mere hours to respond. Today, they informed us that 3 people have died in this flooding event, and 1 person remains as a reported missing person. That comes as resources really do flood in from throughout the state to lend a helping hand. Now let's take you back to the 3 people who have died in this. They have been described as Heather Johnson of Globe, David Acevedo of Claypool, and this 3rd person from Wheatfield. This is a woman whose family has given us permission to identify her as Terry Saenz. She was not identified in the press conference, but we spoke with them yesterday. She is from Wheatfield, and she has also died in this flood event. I'm told her car was swept away in the floodwaters. Authorities have also identified a man named Pete Green as missing. He is known to be homeless and living near the Pinal Creek area. That is where the waters just rushed into these communities. If you have seen Pete or know where he is, you are asked to call 911 immediately. In total, authorities have recovered 58 cars that were either abandoned by their owners as this flooding hit, or they were taken away. We've got video of some of these cars stuck in trees or crashing into buildings. Dozens of homes and businesses, of course, are now being examined for flood damage as well. This afternoon, I asked those in charge if more could have been done to prevent this level of devastation. Preparations were made in advance of this event. I was up here on Thursday when we first started seeing some videos coming out of flooding between Globe and Miami. Over the next 24 hours, before the big rains came, what preparations were made by the county or your local municipalities to stop this?
We did some testing of our emergency alert system to make sure it would rebroadcast National Weather Service's alerts. It was running successful. All of the alerts originated by the National Weather Service were rebroadcast by our local notification system. We also made sandbags available for the public. We had some volunteers and some staff filling sandbags and getting them out as far as they could. But unfortunately, the reality of the incident is there are no amount of sandbags in the world that could have prevented what happened here.
And despite the devastation, this community really is rallying around one another. Today, inside the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints in Globe, it really was a sight to behold as people from counties all across Arizona have donated what they can to help those impacted by these floods. And anybody's really able to come to that location and take whatever they need really at any time. Some of these supplies, food, toiletries, clothing, of course, are what people in these communities just need to survive.
When they walk in, can you imagine if your clothes, the clothes that are on your back are the last pair of clothes that you have or the last pair of shoes? Can you imagine coming in and feeling loved and seen and valued for exactly what it is that you might need?
And I'm told there at the church today, they had 3,000 volunteers come there this morning offering to lend a helping hand really any way that they could. So just a massive outpouring of support. That church location is open 24 hours a day for as long as they need for people to bring donations or come if you are someone impacted by this flooding. Of course, for business owners and homeowners, this is a time where they're picking up the pieces. There's a massive cost associated with doing just that. I'm told local, state, and federal officials will be right in these communities in the coming days, assessing all of this damage and then giving a helping hand or providing any sort of monetary assistance that they can on a needed basis. We're live this afternoon in Globe. Sean Rice, 12 News.
Gosh, no matter how many times I see that video, it is just jaw-dropping. It's really incredible that more people were not injured in this storm, Sean. It looks like a hurricane moved through that area.
Was. Yeah, something these communities, as I mentioned earlier, have never seen. Today, the mayor of Globe, a native of this community, told us that he has never seen anything like this, and they're really searching at ways to prevent something like this from happening again. It's one of those natural disasters that you just wish never comes, but unfortunately it did here over the last 3 to 4 days.
But hats off to all of those volunteers who came and worked and donated goods for the people who were impacted by the flooding. Sean, thanks.